boys and girls, it's Miss White here. Today we are on lesson 93 and it looks like this, so make sure that you have this worksheet out and you have your name and the date up at the top. All right, we're going to do a little different today, getting started on our 1 through 10. We are going to talk about, I'm going to give you a word, I'm going to ask you for the sound in that word. Sorry, my dog's getting in the video. So for example, number 1, we're going to do the final sound in clay. Clay, A. So number 1, at the end, remember we aren't necessarily ending a word in just A, so it's that A-Y. Number 2, let's do the final sound in grow. Grow. It's that O sound. O-W. Number 3, let's do the final sound in space. Space. It's that S sound, but it's made by that soft C that we draw like this. Remember? All right. Number 4, the first vowel sound that you hear in the word famous. Famous. That's an A. Number 5 is the medial sound, so the middle sound in the word soil. It's that oi sound, that diphthong oi. Remember when it's in the middle of a word, because we have s, oi, l at the end, so it's that oi. Number 6, we have the final sound in the word drafty. Drafty, E. That's the Y. It's our little dot on the top. Number 7, the initial sound in queen. Queen. It's that Q sound. Q-U. Number 8, don't worry, I'll make it where you can see these. Sorry about that. Number 8, the first vowel sound you hear in the word even. Even. E. Number 9, the initial sound in the word order. Order. O-R. And finally, number 10, the final sound in the word toy. That's that oi diphthong. Remember, when it's at the end of a word, it's O-Y. All right, go ahead and make sure that you have these written down before we move on. I'm going to erase them here in a second. Next, we're going to practice spelling a couple of words. Our first word on number 11 is sandy. S-A-N-D, and that E sound we hear at the end is a Y. Sandy. Number 12 is use. U-S. And then to make the U say its name, we're going to use that E at the end. All right. Next, we're going to move on. Make sure you have these down. We're going to move on to our new topic for the day, which is another final stable syllable. Do you remember how we talked about final stable syllables? We have buckle, we have C-L-E, or K-L-E, sorry. K-L-E, we have D-L-E, and like bundle. C-L-E and cycle. So it's those those are our final stable syllables, some of them. Today we're going to learn about kind of a totally different looking one. A lot of those were L-E, something L-E, and they made that ul sound in them. This time we're going to look at these words. We have section, and nation. We have motion, section, and nation. What are you hearing that's the same in all of those? It's that shun sound. T-I-O-N is our new final stable syllable, and it makes that shun sound at the end of a word. We call it a final stable syllable because it never changes. It's always the same. And we code that by putting a bracket around it, like this. And then we would continue coding. Here we have an open A, so it gets the macron, nation, A says its name. Here we have vowel consonant, so the E would get a brev. And here we have just vowel and nothing after it, so the O would get a macron. Mo-ocean. All right. Let's practice spelling a couple of words with this. Right, let's spell nation. We just did that one, but number 14 is going to be nation. N, A, and then we hear that shun sound, so we know it's T-I-O-N. Number 15, I'm so sorry, I do this all the time, you guys. I'm sure you're like, Miss White, what about number 13? Number 13, we're going to write down how we spell that shun sound, which is T-I-O-N. So make sure you have that on number 13. Sorry about going out of order there on you. Number 15, section. S, A, E, K, C, and then our shun, T-I-O-N. Number 16, a word we didn't use in the examples, fraction. F, R, A, K, and then shun, T-I-O-N. All right, go ahead and make sure that you have those down before we move on to coding. All right. Let's get this erased. Move on to our coding. On number 17, we have the word lotion. We have our final stable syllable, so we're going to put a bracket. We're going to do an O over our, we're going to do a macron over our O, and then we're done. Okay, 1 minute. Number 18, we have portion. Again, we have our final stable syllable, T-I-O-N, and then we have our combination O-R, so we're going to do a little arc under that portion. Number 19, we have starvation. First, we're going to take our bracket out for our T-I-O-N. Here we have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, so we know we're going to draw a line between the two consonants there. Here we have our A-R arc, and then here our A is open, and so it's going to get a macron there. Number 20, we have injection. We are getting some big words these days, aren't we? Our T-I-O-N gets the bracket. Here we have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So we're going to draw a line in between those two. So we have vowel, consonant, our I gets a brev, vowel, consonant, our E gets a brev. And we're done with that one. Number 21, another big one, information. All right, our T-I-O-N gets a bracket. Sorry. Woo. Can't think. Here we have a lot of vowels, don't we? We have vowel, vowel, vowel. So this is following our big vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. So again, we'll draw our lines in between our two consonants. Here we have vowel, consonant. It gets a brev. Here we have our O-R arc, and then here we have our A open, so it gets a macron. Ooh, that was a lot of coding on that one. Go ahead and make sure that you have these, and then you are going to draw a line from the word that matches the picture. All right. Number 22. Ooh, they're throwing an easy one in there for us. So, it's open, it gets a macron. 23. Indent. Here we have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So we're going to draw a line here. Here we have vowel, consonant gets a brev, and vowel, consonant gets a brev. 24. Wealthy. right, here we have our suffix y. So we're going to box that off. TH blend. Here we have this EA digraph. Sorry, TH digraph. Here we have this EA digraph. Let's listen to it. Wealthy. We're hearing just the sound in that, the short E, So it gets a brev and we're going to cross off the A. All right, 25, feasting. Here we have our ing suffix. We're going to box off. Here we have our EA digraph again. And this time we hear feasting. So our E gets a macron and we're going to cross off the A. And 26, wheel. That's a contraction and we don't do any coding on a contraction. We just leave it like that. All right, go ahead and draw the line over to the picture that matches. On your homework, you are going to read the paragraph and answer the questions. Like I always say, read the paragraph a couple times if you're not sure of what they're asking you in there, and then practice these sight words, and I will see you guys next time.